Hello, I'm Tom Hollingsworth, and welcome to Networking Field Day. We are here, the offices of Ixia, with a group of invited writers, speakers, podcasters, and other luminaries in the networking community. They are here to ask questions, make comments, and enhance the discussion about Ixia's solutions and products. If you would like to learn more about Tech Field Day, including how to become one of these delegates or a presenter, please visit our website at techfieldday.com. If you would like to see more videos like this, involving great technical content, please check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/techfieldday.
Okay, the last demo I have is actually a demonstration of utilizing the Vision One as a fabric controller. Mentioned by Rajep, it's a partnership with Cisco where the Cisco Nexus switches are utilized as inexpensive aggregated packet brokers that interconnect with the Vision One via a fabric. And where this is very powerful is that you can have a large, especially in data center applications where you may have a large number of taps, and where you're tapping into the data center may not require complex or advanced features from a processing perspective. So all you need is low-cost aggregation. But there's a strong desire to have high intelligence in regards to the way that you're filtering and forwarding to your tool farm. So with a combination of scale in regards to a large number of these Nexus switches, along with using Vision One for its data and application intelligence, you will have the ability, the combined ability to manage a large number of taps into your infrastructure and also provide that advanced intelligence in regards to your packet broker.
Now, I would assume that you need the Nexus data packet broker license to.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. And
No,
I'm curious.
No.
You don't?
No, we don't. It's a regular 3K or 9K switch.
Okay.
And as long as you have it, you can just change this mode on it. You don't need any separate license at all. Oh, sorry. I'll repeat that. In fact, I'll give it to the expert here. He can provide the
all right.
details.
So no, we don't need any specific net packet broker from the Cisco. All we need is actually OpenFlow software. It's between our controller with Cisco switch. We use an OpenFlow standard to communicate, discover, and do the configuration behind the scene. So we don't need any packet broke function with Cisco. All we need is the basic switch
You're just
aggregation.
using it as an open
switch.
platform.
Yes,
Okay.
It's a switch aggregation. Collect the traffic, dump to us. We'll do the advanced processing for you. So
Now, when doing that, does that get away from the issues that you guys highlighted earlier with regard to using a switch as a tap?
It does, and that's why I confused your question.
Packets and things like that.
Yeah, I confused your question a little bit because there's a mode configuration that needs to occur to be able to support this.
Sure.
So it's not using the standard switch forwarding table.
Right.
In regards to the configuration.
But Cisco has its own data broker feature, but you're not using that.
You have to be at
using
the certain software version that will support this feature set. That feature set needs to be enabled. And once that feature set is enabled, you'll be able to do that fabric sync between the Nexus switch and in the Vision One, and then all the aggregation features are actually controlled with the Vision One, which is what I'll show you in this demo.
Yeah, these are regular Nexus 3K, 9K switches. It's possible that Cisco does have separate devices that are data brokers or network packet brokers, but these are not that. These are your regular switches.
They have just like a license you can turn.
Exactly.
Okay, no,
Exactly.
Okay.
So this is the setup that we have. And what you see here is you notice that the icon's a little bit different, that rather than showing the physical port on the network side, we have this unique icon here, and it shows it as an aggregator. And these are a representation of those fabric ports for those Nexus switches. And in this particular setup, I have system S1 at the top. There is the Vision One acting as a fabric controller, and we have two 3048s where we've provisioned a fabric port to interconnect these systems. And it's actually a very, very simple setup. Simple right-click operation once the software switch is on the right version and has been cabled. And you just identify which port is directly connected to the Vision One as a fabric controller, and then it does the rest. You give it a couple of minutes and everything syncs up. And once it syncs up, you will immediately have that list of aggregation ports available to you to use as network aggregation. And just to show you a representation here, there's a large number of them. It's 23048 switches. And you just go, it operates through the intuitive UI exactly the same way as if it was a native port on the Vision 1. So if I wanted to, for example, set filters, to set filters on the aggregator, I still have the same filter criteria option. Once again, it is an inexpensive network packet broker, so the filter criteria that is available to it is not as robust as you have on the local Vision 1 interface, but you do have that ability to control all of that runs from the Vision 1 once that fabric port has been synchronized to that switch. And just as with the other interfaces, you have the you can now take that network aggregation traffic and apply it through the advanced feature module, as you see here represented by the A, as well as the application threat intelligence processor. Takes a little bit of time for the breaking point test to launch. There it goes. It's a pretty large configuration to get a lot good application distribution there. And this is the ATI processor that was launched right off of that fabric port. And then you'll start seeing the data coming in from all the application traffic that's coming through the Nexus 3048 and is being forwarded to the application threat intelligence processor.
So Scott, if using the Nexus 3000 platform, you kind of lose that application awareness.
That's the awesome thing about it. If you're using that alone, you lose all of that. You have that's there's the industry, especially around data center applications, and a strong desire for increase in visibility. It was not cost effective to purchase more advanced packet broker systems with these functionalities. This is where, as Rajep showed in a diagram, the low cost aggregation comes into play. So there's a very large distribution of those systems, and if you just deploy them alone, yes, you lose that capability. But from a scaling perspective, you use this low-cost aggregation to hit all your tap points, and then you aggregate all of those to an intelligent platform or a series of intelligent platforms that then give you this functionality.
So there are automatic triggers set up if you see something that's a particular threat that needs to go to the firewall to block something?
Absolutely. You see, so this is one of the really cool things about the ATIP. So this is everything that's showing up as a standard app. But if something shows up anomalous, it'll show up as a dynamic app, and it's really, really kind of neat when you actually have a manipulated application. You'll see sometimes hexadecimal or alphanumeric strings appearing in the dynamic app detection, and just like you were able to do with what that I demonstrated with Facebook, you can select the dynamic app the same way, and immediately say track this application, and then forward it to a security tool for analysis. So if you're actually watching this dashboard and you're not seeing, when Rajep was talking about just by countries and things like that, but even if an app changes its appearance in such a way that's no longer detectable specifically as an application, you can select that and choose track this application and send it to a security tool for further analysis.